On the show, Saumya holds a magnifying glass. Kabir gets sanitized. Saumya gets sanitized. Kabir folds a t-shirt.
Let's go! Let's go!
Hey guys, what's up and welcome to How To. I hope you just had your dinner and now we're gonna teach you a lot of stuff.
Welcome to How To. We'll teach you stuff.
I'm Kabir, that's Saumya.
I'm Saumya.
Now the first one that we're teaching you is really important. How to retrieve data
Really important.
from a corrupt hard drive.
Corrupt. How to retrieve data from a corrupt hard drive.
Don't worry, we're not gonna teach you how to retrieve data from corrupt brains like Saumya's.
That does not make any sense, Kabir.
Just take a look.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have this hard drive with me which apparently I broke.
It's corrupted, but that's not the exact word to use for it. There are many do's and don'ts, which is why we are at this place, which specializes in recovering data. And we will tell you how to do it.
To our expert, yeah, I don't know what I did to this hard drive.
Okay, let's head to the expert who knows best. Kabir ko to pata nahi hai na.
Data recovery is no child's play, so Kabir and I headed to Sunil Chandna, CEO and founder of Stellar, an organization which specializes in data recovery software and services since 1993. That's right, Sunil knew long back that data recovery is going to be a big deal. So, who better to talk to?
Okay, so we have this corrupt hard drive.
You are the expert.
This has to be.
Yes, recover our data.
I have some questions.
Yes.
Where was this hard drive connected?
Desktop, okay.
All right, and what happened?
Basically, it fell. I thought you said it stopped working.
yes,
okay.
And what did you do next?
We took it out and we came to you.
Sunil asked us a bunch of questions and on most counts we were blank. Only thing we knew for certain was that our hard disk had fallen. Sunil at this point thought it's best to start from the start with us. He told us what exactly is data loss.
Data loss is a situation where you have the data missing and you don't have backups.
He also explained what is data recovery.
So data recovery primarily can be classified into two types, software driven or through lab service. So software driven is do it yourself. You download a data recovery tool from a website and recover it yourself. In lab services where you submit your storage media, maybe a hard drive or a phone or a camera, and we recover it for you.
We asked him if data could be recovered from all storage devices and if all kinds of data could be recovered.
Data recovery can be done from any storage medium. It could be a hard drive, it could be a phone, it could be a memory card, it could be an enterprise server, it could be a RAID box. So virtually anything that can store data can be recovered from. However, there are instances when data is not recoverable. It could be like something burned down to ashes. So we are not magicians. We can recover in such situations.
He also threw in a little extra do's and don'ts that are a must know.
Once data loss has happened, even if you deleted files, the first thing you should do is stop working on that storage media. The more you work on it, the more chances are that data can be overwritten and permanent damage can be caused. If you're hearing clicking, grinding noise, power of the computer, don't let it run again and again. It can further cause permanent damage to the storage. And before you get started with the data recovery process,
Yes.
here's one piece of advice. Use this.
That's a box. And it's an empty box. Empty box?
It's very important. The hard drive is very sensitive.
Okay.
And any shock can cause permanent damage to your storage.
He's trying to tell us.
That's not how we do it.
Yeah,
We need
that we should have been smarter.
Yeah.
Put this right here.
Yeah.
In its
Push it
place,
in
and then
put the lid
cushion
over
it
Just nicely cushion.
and
now
carry it like that.
Yeah.
With more than a few facts straightened out about data recovery, we got down to the recovery bit. Our disk had to be diagnosed first. We were supposed to hand it over to the person in charge, but we were beyond doubt distracted by the setup. There were storage devices everywhere from various cities, data being read.
I think there is a disk which is being recovered right here. So apparently the green sectors, the green lines is where you can actually read the data. The yellow is where there's some problem. And if it turns red,
there is some extreme...
Sectors have gone bad.
Those are called bad
basically.
sectors according
Yeah.
to the seller people.
This was overwhelming. It all felt very movie-like. In Kabir's words, mission impossible happening right here. They were trained techies on a mission to retrieve data and were fast as lightning. All data was encrypted for privacy, of course, which was killing Kabir. We handed over our storage device. While that was being checked, we went around like kids in a candy store. It was just fascinating. Half an hour later, we were handed our disk back with not so great news. Initial diagnosis could not recover the data, which meant that we had potential physical damage, which meant it had to be opened up. But before we get to that part, if you have
Delete files or format a hard drive, or a virus corrupts your hard drive, or the phone has some pictures that you delete them, you can recover with software yourself.
Move, Kabir.
Apparently, there is some physical damage to
The
drive.
disk, thanks to Kabir right here. So we need to go to the class 100 room, for which we need to take off our shoes.
I've already done that.
When did you do that?
Magic.
Okay, anyway, so it's a very sterile environment. Taking off shoes is just one part. There are other things that we're going to be doing. We'll show you.
This was no ordinary lab. It's a class 100 clean room. One has to get a coat on, wear the right footwear, and get all the static energy out. Once that's done, one needs to take a bath minus the water. You heard that right. Kabir and I had to step into a decontamination chamber before entering the lab. Both of us just could not shake the feeling that we were in a movie. Finally, when we entered the lab, we were dumbstruck. There were at least 1,000 magnetic heads on the table. There was data, more data, and then some more data. Work was being done with speed, precision, and bare hands. These techies had 20 years of experience, and it showed when they got to our hard disk. It took him exactly a minute to open it all up, check, and tell us that the read and write head of our disk had gotten damaged.
It's pressurized, it's humidity controlled, it's cold, it's temperature controlled.
The only good news is that
Yes.
we now know what is wrong with our hard drive. That is, the head
Read and write,
was bad.
and it's getting fixed. Let's get out of here now.
I'm going.
This is something we possibly could not have done on our own, that's for sure. A how-to we were more than glad to have an expert on board for. So next time when you've got recovery problem, if you can't do it yourself, make sure you're going to take it to a place that's going to treat your device right.